thing I know.
I know what it was like, I was there once. Single parents, hate your appearance. Did you struggle to find your place in this world? And the pain spawns all the anger.
Hey guys, what is up? Andaull here today, bringing you guys another cartoon creepypasta. So in this cartoon creepypasta, we are going to be doing a creepypasta on a Disney show called Phineas and Ferb. It is called The Horrible Death of Phineas. And the link to the story will be down in the description box below if you guys want to go read it and check it out yourselves, which I highly recommend you do because I believe it is worth it. It is a pretty good story in my personal opinion. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. And yeah, so if you guys think you guys are going to enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and also leave a comment in the comment section below with links or other stories or other cartoon ideas for me to find creepypastas on, and I will get right to it. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So it says, Phineas and Ferb is an original cartoon on Disney Channel, created by Dan Povenmire, you know that guy who used to work on Family Guy, and Jeff Marsh. What isn't known about the series is that both creators widely hate Disney's monopoly, and the show's real concept goes beyond just a children's cartoon. An episode about Dr. Haynes' Doofenshmirtz real concept was produced secretly by good part of staff who ran the risk of being fired without thinking twice. Even the original voice actors. The episode leaked of where they kept it by an anonymous who uploaded it on a little trendy cartoon forum. That day, my computer was doing an annoying noise like if it were a whisk. My big brother insisted to check it up or the CPU was going to literally burn up. Anyway, I got into that forum where the thread posted by a relatively new user posted the lost episode. I had some time to download it before having to go to my grandparents' house. We got back at 1 a.m. My dad was drunk, my mom forced him to sleep in the sofa, and my brother was having some fun with the hooker he has for a girlfriend, saying that he had something important to do to avoid having to go with my grandparents. Whatever. As soon as I got home, I started the episode, and as expected, my computer kept making that noise. The episode was called The Horrible Death of Phineas. And according to the summary, this is an alternative episode to the one where they caught and send the Smile Away summer camp. In this episode, it is shown as a common Phineas and Ferb episode. Cheerful, nice, cute, and begins with Phineas and Ferb having Isabella's troops to help them pimp up the car to make it fly and to build the airport tower. This time, a huge crowd is present to witness this masterpiece. Meanwhile, Perry the Platypus is called by Major Monogram to fight Doofenshmirtz, but it doesn't sound funny or anything. He tells Perry that he must stop him, but doesn't explain why. Once he goes to stop Doofenshmirtz to his headquarters, the doctor explains that he's truly fed up of being treated like that all his plans go wrong and he is planning to kill everyone using a real atomic bomb. Then Doofenshmirtz draws a real gun and opens fire against Perry, who is forced to run away because he can't fight him while he has the gun. The gun is able to hurt as it makes holes in the lair's walls and ceiling. His escape follows with a totally complete, demented, and cruel red-eyed Doofenshmirtz, who had an angry expression which was rather terrifying and scary. He had gone mad. He chased Perry during a short but sadistic sequence and Perry is almost killed, but luckily manages to dodge the shots. When they get to Phineas's backyard, Candace drags Linda to see Phineas's and Ferb's invention as in every episode. Then Phineas walks toward his mama to show her the flying car. But in that exact moment, Doofenshmirtz open fire and Perry dodges the bullet and a slow motion sequence is shown how he accidentally shoots Phineas. And when it hits him, hold on guys, it fucked up. And when it hits him, where'd it go? When it hits him, everything turns black and white and hide and seek. Phineas is lying in the lawn, but with a puddle of his own blood drawn in the habitual Phineas and Ferb style. The video goes back to the callers when Phineas is in the lawn and it is noticeable. A bright red puddle of blood. The crowd glares, horrified at Doofenshmirtz, and the scene cuts abruptly after showing Phineas lying over a puddle of his own blood. Staring at the sky, it is there in Act 1 ends. Act 2 starts with a funeral, and now everything seems extremely depressing. The mortuary is mostly black, and the stained glass windows, which enlighten the room, are a depressing monochrome tone. Candace, Linda, Lawrence, and Ferb look very forlorn. The explorer troupe laments as well, and the camera focuses during 2 insufferable minutes on Isabella crying inconsolably. It sounded real, as if the voice actress was actually crying to make this scene. Candace is extremely grieved, regrets about this while furiously hitting Phineas's coffin, crying that this wouldn't have happened if she didn't try to catch them. Act 2 cuts abruptly to black. Act 3 begins with a label 2 days later, on which Phineas's house is seen from the outside, but it's cloudy and gloomy. Candace is in her room extremely stressed with a rigid smile and hanging a rope in the ceiling while humming the Beatles song, Yellow Submarine. Jeremy happily enters to the house through the backyard, goes to the kitchen, and after offering condolences to Linda, he asks for Candace. Linda happily tells him that she's upstairs. But when Jeremy enters to her room, he sees with horror that Candace hanged herself and died a few minutes ago. Jeremy takes down the corpse and passionately kisses it, but then Linda enters to see if anything is alright, and after seeing this screams, "Jeremy, how could you?" thinking that Jeremy choked her to death. After that, we cut to a scene where both Phineas's parents, Ferb, Isabella, Bajit, Bufford, Doofenshmirtz's ex-wife Charlene, his daughter Vanessa, Major Monogram, Carl, and Perry are in a prison's electric chair room with Doofenshmirtz in it. All of them are twisted in 6 smiles with the purest, unhealthiest, sadistic joy. He begs for mercy, but then Major Monogram orders to proceed with the execution. Perry, smiling in a sick and morbid way, switches on the chair. Right before his death, a sequence of real photos can be seen, showing a man wearing a lab coat with a little girl playing and walking in a park. Although those actors don't look like Doofenshmirtz and Vanessa, but they clearly represent them. After that, the last thing he sees is Vanessa kissing passionately with her mother. It was so incestuous, lesbic, that I puked on my keyboard. Doofenshmirtz finally dies brutally, electrocuted on a slow, lethal voltage to lengthen his suffering. At the end, Ferb says something like, "Irony is cruel, but not as much as hell." The episode ends with Doofenshmirtz's lifeless body being thrown on a pile of decaying corpses, among which Jeremy is still fresh. At the end, I was so shocked and I couldn't imagine such nightmare, and then the damn computer bursted into flames because of that noise. It was the damn fan that wasn't working. Luckily, I had a fire extinguisher handy. The next morning, I looked again for the episode. Google showed among other undesired results the same forum, but the user was banned and the file possibly no longer exists. Alright guys, so I hope you guys have enjoyed that cartoon creepypasta. If you guys have, as said at the beginning of the video, be sure to drop a like, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Tell me in the comment section below, did you guys like this story? Did you guys not? I'm sorry for the mess up right there. I hit a button on my phone where I was reading it from and it screwed my phone up. And then I started messing up on my words, but that's alright guys. You know how it is. It's one take Andaull. You know how it go. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.